Is there an undercover agent living on your street? When we think of spies, we tend to think of Bond, but the new kind of agent looks much more like your neighbour. All across Europe, authorities are uncovering covert networks hidden in plain sight. From press photographers to delivery drivers, even beauticians. They're paid to gather information or damage infrastructure. It's one of the ways that Russia is taking aim at the UK at the moment. There's no tanks, no missiles, just covert operatives, but they can do plenty of damage without firing a shot.
Kremlin recruiters will find these people. It's not hard, Anyone can go onto Facebook, anyone can go onto Telegram groups and find vulnerable people.
The kind of safety and security we were used to, that doesn't exist anymore. It doesn't mean that we should always panic, but it means that we should be aware of the threats.
In terms of making things really dangerous for citizens of Europe, well, I would say it's extremely dangerous, and we need to take this threat very seriously.
This is 20-year-old drug dealer Dylan Earle from Leicestershire.
Stand on the floor! Stay still! Stay still!
Counter-terror police arrested him in a B&Q car park after he agreed to work as a hostile agent for the Russian state.
Behind your back.
Recruited over Telegram by the notorious Russian mercenary Wagner Group. On his phone, videos of accomplices he'd hired burning down a warehouse in East London, causing £1.3 million in damage and destroying goods bound for the front line in Ukraine. Earle is part of a growing wave of hired proxies or gig workers recruited online to do the Kremlin's dirty work on NATO soil. It's part of an emerging pattern after hundreds of Russian intelligence agents were kicked out following the invasion of Ukraine.
With gig workers, it's a very fleeting interaction. They're recruited on apps for one particular task. They carry out the task, they take a photo of it, submit the photo and get paid. There is no relationship to monitor, and anybody can become a grey zone gig worker, which is why it's so difficult to predict where these gig workers will strike.
Like 65-year-old Howard Phillips from Essex.
I feel that over many, many years, there's been a lot of discredit accorded towards Russia. And I think a lot of it is absolute rubbish. And I suddenly thought, maybe I can offer services and I get what I want, you get what you want.
Phillips handed over then Defence Secretary Grant Shapps' personal details to two men he believed were Russian agents, hoping for a cash reward.
What do you know about the Secretary of Defence for the United Kingdom?
Before police moved in to arrest him. In November, he was jailed for 7 years.
You do not have to say anything. There is no harm in defence. You do not mention the question, something which you laid for life in court.
And then there are the deeper operations. In 2023, security forces uncovered a spy ring of 6 Bulgarians operating for more than 2 years with headquarters in the sleepy seaside town of Great Yarmouth. When the police raided the 33-room former hotel belonging to the ringleader, they found sophisticated spying equipment, including listening devices and concealed cameras, one inside a bottle of Coke and another inside a toy. But what they got up to was far from child's play. Tracking reporters investigating Russia across Europe, even following them onto planes, staking out an American military base in Germany where they thought Ukrainians were being trained. At one point, they even planned a kidnap plot, although they didn't actually carry that out. Recruiting people from the UK and other NATO countries gives Moscow reach and deniability. But some warn the threat from Russian agents operating in the UK hasn't gone away, with a new generation of war-hardened veterans moving into this space.
They're up for horrible things in Ukraine, and they're ready to do, very dangerous things.
Russia seems to have a particular problem with the UK, and a persistent belief that there's more to British support for Ukraine than London is publicly admitting.
There are lots of conspiracy theories that most of Ukrainian saboteurs are either trained or directed by SAS, for instance. There are ideas that the most dangerous and the most, I would say, devastating attacks on the Russian soil were conducted, again, either under control or supervision of British spies, and that provides Russian intelligence agencies with an excuse to escalate on the British soil.
UK streets aren't crawling with spies, but the old rules have changed. Spies and undercover agents are out there, and they don't look like they've walked off a film set. They look just like ordinary, everyday people. Today's operations are low cost, low skill, and designed to be carried out by people who may not even know who they're working for. For Russia, that means they're cheap, deniable, and allows them to chip away at UK security without risking direct confrontation. For the rest of us, it's a reminder that modern threats can start with a simple message on your phone. Thanks for watching. For more from BFBS Forces News, like and subscribe to our channel.